I do have the privilege of being a servant leader with the Samaritan Center. I've been there for 2 years, and it's a tremendous honor. But obviously, we couldn't complete our mission without great friends, and we have 600 wonderful friends. So thank you so much for your support. But this event couldn't achieve what it has achieved in the past 15 years without a wonderful supporter and friend of ours. And I'd like to thank John Bosch from Recognize Good. My job is so easy. I just get to thank friends today. Samaritan Center provides help to service members and veterans every single day. In fact, 40% of the work we do is with our service members. I'd like to ask Marissa Limsiaco to please join me up here at the stage. Marissa is a West Point grad. She's a cadet and a U.S. commander. Marissa was promoted to commander at West Point. She led a 108-person support unit responsible for deployment processes of more than 800 service members entering and leaving Iraq. She holds a Master's of Public Affairs and Executive Masters of Public Leadership from the University of Texas at Austin, as well as an MBA from M.J. Neely School of Business at Texas Christian University. She's a great friend.
I kind of feel like Sean Spicer up here for a second. So first, it is extremely inspiring of me to be amongst all of you successful businesses. You know, as a business owner myself, there is only one option, and it is to do the right thing always. I'm reminded of a quote I don't want to share with you all that I had to memorize at West Point. I no longer memorize, but it's a quote that kind of reminds me of everything going on today. The discipline which makes the soldier of a free country reliable in battle is not to be gained by harsh or tyrannical treatment. On the contrary, such treatment is far more likely to destroy than to make an army. He who feels the respect which is due to others cannot fail to inspire in them regard for himself, while he who feels and hence manifests disrespect toward others, especially his inferiors, cannot fail to inspire hatred against himself. And you would think I would have memorized that. I got in trouble and I had to write that about 50 times over and over again. Point. It's an absolute honor to be asked to speak to you all on behalf of the Samaritan Center today. 9/11 happened when I was a freshman at West Point. I basically entered the academy during a peacetime army. And then between the years 18 and 27 years old, things had changed. And the only thing that was always on my mind, on all of my classmates and our minds, was preparing for deployment. My unit was on an every other year rotation, and my own deployment was during the surge of 2007. The man in the video was right. Combat is devastating, and it changes everyone. During my own deployment, I lost one of my soldiers that I was in charge of, and many other friends during that time. I did not come back the same person. I did a very good job of hiding my panic attacks, sleep issues, depression, anxiety. I pushed it all aside with medication for years, finishing up a very successful military career, and got out in 2010. The transition was tough, as it is for most veterans. I had a hard time figuring out my identity and relating to civilians who did not understand my skill set. I did not have a clear purpose when I got out. It wasn't until 2013 that everything finally came to the surface for me, and at that point I was in extreme darkness that I could not get out of, and so the next thing I knew, I was on suicide watch with my family. I realized I needed to get some help, some real help, so I went to an intensive program in North Carolina. I put all of my savings into the 2 companies that I invested in when I got out of the military. Those failed, so I found myself a bit broke at the time. Upon returning home to Austin, the VA recommended the Samaritan Center, and that's when everything started to turn around for me. I was enrolled with the Samaritan Center within their Hopes for Heroes program. And that's where I met Kim, Patrice, Jason, and Christina, counselors and wellness providers who were major players in helping me pick up and find peace and happiness in life again. I still continue to use their services today. In fact, just saw Kim the other day for acupuncture. I consider her a dear friend of mine. Today, I am co-founder and president of a funded tech startup called Tenavox with the most amazing mission. We give small businesses a voice, and we help them make better lease decisions. I once again have a purpose. I am out of the darkness with hope, love, and happiness thanks to three things: my family, to include my mother and my wife who are here today, my friends, and third, no doubt, the Samaritan Center. I always consider them part of the recovery. There are a lot of veterans out there that are not as lucky as me with friends and family that were such great support, but they could have the Samaritan Center as well. It's the only place in our area that provides affordable wellness and mental health services to veterans. So, I'm here today to speak to their behalf. Thank you again very much for having me today. Congratulations to all of you for your success. Thank you.